Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm the Book Geek, also known as Kiava, and this is my winter TBR, my first TBR to kick off 2023. Now, I might be smiling right now, but I am not happy. This is my fourth time making this video. As some of you may know from my graphic novel video, I purchased a new camera, and I have been trying trying to film on it, and my videos on the new camera keep coming out like crap, worse than they have been coming out with the phone. I mean, I tried all different type of settings trying to format this. I tried everything. I cannot do this. I cannot figure it out. So now I have to pay somebody to help me figure out how to format this fucking camera to get a nice clear video. It is insane. I hate technology. So I have bad news about this video. Well, I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is that I'm bringing back my TBR wheel. The bad news is I already filmed this video spinning the wheel. I'm not going to be spinning the wheel again for this video because I already picked out all my prompts and picked out all my book selections. So what I'm going to do instead is show you the prompts that got selected from the wheel spins and the books that got selected to go along with those prompts. My winter TBR will cover the months of January, February, and March. I'm aiming for 4 books a month, which would bring me up to a book a week. So I ended up spinning my wheel 12 times. What I can do is insert some clips from the videos that I already recorded of me spinning the wheel and whatnot. So with all that being said, let's just get into the prompts and the books that I decided to read for this season. So first up, we have Kid Pick. For Kid Pick, I laid out 4 book choices, and I had my youngest son choose a book for me to read, and he chose The Chain. This book started out with a bang, and I am really enjoying it. I already started it. This is a mystery thriller. In this story, a young girl gets kidnapped, and the kidnappers contact her mother, and they tell her she has to pay this ransom. But they also tell her in order for her to get her child back, she must kidnap someone else's child to replace her child in the chain. So basically, people are kidnapping other people's children to get their own kids back. And I don't know how deep this goes, but it seems like it's some very powerful people behind this. And it is just insane, but at the same time, wickedly brilliant. I mean, because basically these people who have orchestrated this whole scheme, they're basically getting these parents to do their dirty work for them. And then that's how the money just keeps coming in. You want your kid back? You got to go get me this money, right? And go kidnap somebody else. And then that person going to give me some money. And then they going to have to go kidnap another person's child. And that person going to give me some money. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a chain reaction. Like, how long is this chain? How deep does this go? I don't know. But I had wanted to read this very first sentence because the very first sentence grabbed my attention immediately. She's sitting at the bus stop checking the likes on her Instagram feed and doesn't even notice the man with the gun until he's almost next to her. And I was just like, okay, what a hell of a way to start a book. It started out with a bang, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here. Thank you, Legend, my son, for picking this book. Next up, we have Library Book. For Library Book, I chose The Rib King. Now, I am cheating a little bit with this one because as I mentioned 3 times already from the 3 previous videos I recorded, don't even get me started. I owe the library some money. Okay, so I have to settle my library fees before I can borrow more books. However, I did get this book from the library. The library often has free books that you can take and keep. So that is where I got this book from. I got this book from the library. Now, it's not a book that I borrowed from the library. It's not a book that I checked out from the library, but it did come from the library. So I'm kind of cheating a little bit with this one, but you know, we're just going to roll with it. Anyway, this story is about racism and class privilege and exploitation. In this story, we have a person named August. He was taken in by a well-to-do family, and there's other black staff that work for this well-to-do white family as well. I forgot to mention that. One of them is Miss Mammy. Miss Mammy has a special meat sauce. And when this well-to-do white family falls on financial hard times, they basically take Mammy's product, her meat sauce, and start selling it to make cash. They use a caricature of August as sort of the brand for this meat sauce. And neither August nor Miss Mammy receive any recognition or any monetary gain from the success of this of the selling of this meat sauce. They basically use these two black people to build their wealth back up. So I just know that this is gonna piss me off. I can't. I hate issues of, you know, classism and privilege, and I just know it's gonna piss me off. But I'm interested in it nonetheless. Next, we have anthology. For anthology, I decided to pick back up The Bazaar of Bad Dreams by Stephen King. This is a horror short story collection. For duology, I decided to go with Witches Steeped in Gold. This is the first book, and the second book is titled Empress Crowned in Red, which is supposed to be the final installment. So this is a duology. And in this story, two women from different sides of the track team up because they have a common enemy. And I think they're going to try and seek some revenge on this person. For anticipated read, I chose Dead Silence. This was one of my anticipated reads for 2022 that I never got to. I don't know if I got to any of my anticipated reads, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But this is a horror story. This is supposed to be Titanic meets The Shining. It's a ghost story that takes place on a ship. For first letter of my name, I'm going with The Kite Runner. My name is Kiava. My name starts with the letter K, so hence the K in kite. This is a coming of age story of the narrator who is going through this time in his life during the last peaceful days of the monarchy, just before his country's revolution and its invasion by Russian forces. For paperback, I went with Amy and Roger's Epic Detour. This was a gift from a friend that I really need to get to. And I believe this is a road trip romance story. For Hot 100 list, I'm going with Dreamfall. This story reminds me of that movie Flatliners. In this story, these teenagers volunteer to take part in a new radical treatment. They undergo an experimental procedure. I think they all have issues sleeping, and they get trapped in some sort of dreamlike state or dreamlike world. For first in a series, I'm going with Cinder. This was also a gift from a friend. She actually sent me the entire series, so I really need to jump into that. I don't know much about this story. It has something to do with humans and androids, and it has something to do with fairy tales. That's all I know. For a short read, I'm going to read Nothing But Blackened Teeth. This is a Japanese folklore. It is a haunted house horror story. For a TBR jar, I chose The Earth, My Butt, and Other Big Round Things. I'm not sure what this one is about, and I don't want to read the synopsis. I've done this video 4 times, y'all. I'm just over it. But I believe this is a young adult story, probably contemporary or something. For audiobook, I'm going to listen to War of the Worlds. I'm going to listen to it via YouTube. I have an entire playlist saved on my YouTube channel of audiobooks that I've found for free on YouTube. Let me know if you read any of these. Which ones do you think I should bump up on the list? I'm very much looking forward to diving deep into some reading this year. And if you have any ideas about prompt ideas that I should add to the wheel, let me know. I'm also going to do a video going through all my wheel prompts. I've added a bunch of new ones since the last time I've used it, and I'm hoping to be more consistent with the wheel and with TBRs this year. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.